This is how to do long division using the box method. Now, as you can see here, this is just a simple division. It's 456 divided by 2. So the first thing what we do for this is we're going to draw 3 boxes, and that's because in the number 456 there is 3 numbers, so we're going to draw 3 boxes. Firstly, we're going to put the 4 in, then we're going to put the 5 in, we're going to put the 6, and we're going to divide that by 2. So the first number we're going to look at is the 4. So we think, how many times does 2 go into 4? Well, it goes in twice. So we go to our next number, which is 5. So how many times does 5 go into? So that's going to be 2. Remainder 1. So 2 and 4, that makes 2. And that remainder 1 goes in the next box. So every time you've got a remainder, you carry it over into the other box. Okay, so now how many times does 2 go into 16? Well, 2 goes into 16 8 times. So that gives us the answer 228. Our next question is 345 divided by 5. So again, we're going to draw 3 boxes this time because there is 3 numbers. And we're going to put those numbers, we're going to divide it by 5. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5 divided by 5. So now we're going to start off with our first number. We're going to highlight the 3. How many times does 5 go into 3? It doesn't. So this time I'm going to take the whole 3 and I'm going to move it into the next box. So how many times does 5 go into 34? Well, that goes in 6 times. Okay, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's 6 times. So we're going to take that remainder of 4 and carry that into the next box. So now what we're going to look at is how many times does 5 go into 45. So if you used to count on your fingers, this would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. That would give us 9. So the answer is going to be 345 divided by 5 equals 69. So now I'm going to look on to the next question that we've got. At this time, I'm going to draw 4 boxes. And we're going to put the numbers inside. We're now going to divide those by 5. And just like we did last time, we're going to look at the 3 first. How many times does 5 go into 3? It doesn't. So we're going to carry the 3 over into the next box. Then we're going to look at that now. We've got the number 32. How many times does 32 go into 5? Well, that goes in 6 times. So we're going to then carry the remainder 2 over into the other. How many times does 5 go into 24? Well, that goes remainder 4 and carry the 4 over for the 9. And then how many times does 5 go into 45? And that'd be 9. So the answer would be 649. So this next one here, this is with dividing something by 8. Now, one little tip that you can do is to make it a little bit easier for you. You can just list your 8 times table. How many boxes we're going to need to draw. So if I was looking at this now here, I've got 9 numbers. So I'm going to need to create a box and I'm going to have to split those into 9 parts. Once I've split them into 9 parts, I'm going to carefully put my numbers in. Okay, and now I'm going to divide them all by 8. So I'm going to start off with my first one. How many times does 32 go in? Does 3 go into 8? Well, it doesn't. So I'm going to carry the 3 over. That goes in 4 times. Okay. Then we'll look at how many times does 8 go into 2? it doesn't. So I'm going to carry the 2 over into the next box. And as you can see, we've got a nice 24. The 2 and the 4 represent 24. So how many times does 8 go into 24? Well, that goes in 3 times. Remainder nothing. So we don't carry anything over. So next one, how many times does it go into 6? None. So carry the 6 over. 8 goes into 64 8 times. Then going to look at the next number. How many times does 8 go into 5? Well, it doesn't. So we carry the 5 over. So how many times does 8 go into 56? It goes in. It goes in. And then how many times does 8 go into 8? Well, that's just going to be once. So there would be your answer.